Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to install a Cisco Viral ASA image in GNS3 and also how to make it configurable through Cisco ASDM. Okay, so before we start building our lab, we're going to need some software. Obviously, we're going to need GNS3. We're also going to need the GNS3 VM. I prefer the VMware Workstation flavor, but you can download it in VirtualBox as well. We're also going to need a Cisco ASA V image. Now, a lot of people are going to ask me, where do you get this from? The official answer, you have to buy it from Cisco. You can also purchase a Cisco Viral license. I think it's around $200 now, and that will give you access to any virtual image pretty much you could ask for. The unofficial answer would be you can find anything on the internet. You're also going to need the Cisco ASAV appliance, downloadable from the GNS3 marketplace, and you're also going to need Java for the ASDM. Alright, go ahead and install Java. I already have it installed, so I'm not going to do it again, but it's quick and it's easy, and it shouldn't need any explanation. Alright, next I'm going to go inside the GNS3 VM. While it is powered off, I'm going to edit virtual machine settings. I'm going to increase the amount of available memory from 2 gigs to 4. If you have the extra memory to spare, I recommend it. Then I'm going to add another network adapter. New network adapter you add, make sure it is set to bridged. And what this is going to do is bridge the network between our GNS3 environment and our workstation environment. Once you've done this, you can start GNS3. Go ahead and create a new project. Alright, once you're in the blank project, go to File and Import Appliance. And find the appliance that you downloaded from the GNS3 marketplace, import it. We'll bring up a series of menus. Hit Next. We do want to run it in the VM. Next. This gives us all the compatible ASA images. You see we do have one. Next. Yes. Next. Next. And this tells us that there is no default password or enable password, and that the ASAV is going to go through a double boot. Finish. And we have the image imported into our GNS3 VM. Okay, go to your Security Devices tab, and you'll see your new Cisco ASA. Drag it to your project, and start it. Now go to End Devices, find the cloud icon, drag that to your project, and when prompted, select GNS3 VM. Now we're going to connect gigabit 0/0 on the ASA, Ethernet 2 on the cloud. Now Ethernet 2 is the Ethernet adapter that we created earlier that was bridged. While we're waiting, let's show our interfaces, make things kind of easy. And double click the ASA to see where we are in the boot process. It's getting ready to reboot now. Alright, when prompted, boot from flash, and play the waiting game. Okay, we have a prompt, so now it's ready to be configured. Let's go into enable mode. Remember, there's no enable password. Let's go to configure terminal. No, we don't want to improve the product. Alright, let's go into interface gigabit 0/0. Set it for DHCP. Now this means since it's bridged with my home network now, it'll pull a DHCP address from my home router. Alright, let's name it inside, and no shut it. Okay, while we wait for it to get a DHCP address, let's create a username and password to use with ASDM. So we'll do username switches, password flows, and give it a privilege level of 15. Now let's configure the HTTP service. So let's turn the HTTP service on. This is so we can browse in a web browser to the ASA. And let's set up where it will accept HTTP connections from. So they're going to come from the inside, which is interface gigabit 0/0. Okay, now let's see if we have a DHCP address. And we do, 192.168.0.137. Let's open up a web browser. Now make sure we do HTTPS. I think it was 137, right? Okay, connection not secure. This is a good sign. We're going to add a security exception, confirm it, and now it's wanting us to log in. So switches, flows, and we're going to install ASDM launcher. Execute it and install. Remember, this is why we installed Java. This runs off of Java. All right, finish. There we have it. All right. I previously had this installed on another lab, and apparently it pulled up the old IP address. You probably won't have to do this, but just make sure you're going to the right IP address, which is going to be this one, in case you forgot. There, 192.168.0.137. So log in with switches and flows. Let's let it update its software. Alright, this is telling us that there's no license, so we do have some limitations, but don't worry because these limitations are more than enough to have a home lab. Alright, and there we have it. We now have a virtual ASA appliance that is configurable through ASDM. So good luck on your studies, guys, and I'll see you next time.